Hi everyone, welcome back to RachandBellaCrafts. Rachel here. I hope you're all well. So for today's video, I am going to show you how I made this cute little envelope. So what I've used is some of the tourist leaflets that I had from our holiday to Ireland. I don't know if you remember me working with this pamphlet a couple of weeks back. I can't quite remember what I made with it now, but anyway, this is one of the pages that was left over, so I basically just turned it into a really nice pocket envelope. It's entirely up to you. You can either stick it to a page or you can use it like a floating pocket paper clip and put it in, or you can use it to send happy mail, which would be quite nice too. So if you've watched the video that I did on the weekend where I was sorting through all my fabrics, I've got this tray here. Remember I did say I found some more afterwards. Well, this is one of them. So rather than just sit there and continuing to keep folding, I'm going to try and use some of this stuff up with some little projects like this. So I've basically used some labels and bits and pieces here from the kit that I'm working with. I will tag that in the description box. So I've got a pocket in the front there, and then obviously you've got the main pocket here. And yeah, all this has just been made up from scraps out of my scrap bin. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It's really, really easy. You can make it as elaborate or as simple as you like. And obviously it'll look however your scraps bin looks, I guess. So it doesn't have to be bits of lace and embroidery. You can use any fabrics. And like I say, I've just used some, what do we call these things? Ephemera from the kit that I'm working with. So this is stuff that was already cut ready in my little box here. Okay, so I won't hang about, let's crack on. So what I've done here is I've taken a flyer that we took from, I didn't take it, we brought it back from our holiday. This is a A5 leaflet. I obviously didn't use an A5 leaflet for this one here. I just literally used a page and a half. I had a page like this and there was a bit that was hanging loose, which I then used as the flip up bit there. So, you know, you can use anything, any size. You know, if you've got one that's this size, you know, you could do it like that, have it folded like that, and then use this as the flap down. So it doesn't really matter what size paper you use, just use whatever it is that you have to hand. Before you want a piece of material, then I've pre-cut my material, so I'm just leaving literally, golly, what is that, ½ a centimetre around the edge. I am not going to fold it in, I'm just going to leave it hanging rough like that on the edge, because I just think that adds to the effect of what we're doing. You're going to then want to fold one section down to make the flap of your envelope. So choose what you want on show. I've obviously used this piece here because I liked the paper that was on the inside. And I'm going to use this section here because I think that looks quite interesting. And then obviously that would be the fold then as you come down. So first thing you need to do, I just use my Uhu stick and I'm going to just glue this onto the fabric. And then I'm going to run this through my sewing machine. So you can just, you know, put a basic on. It's just basically to keep the fabric in place while you add all the bits and pieces to it. When I made the first one, I didn't go back and forth to the machine for each layer. I tried to limit how many times I had to stitch, because obviously you don't want to end up with loads and loads of stitching on there either, because it's going to make it really difficult then to kind of like bend into shape, because you're going to have lots of seams on there otherwise. Because obviously I stitched the pocket onto the front there, but I've only done one stitch around here, which then also held that in place. So, you know, just think about that. Oh my goodness, I'm going to sneeze. I do apologise. Oh no, I think we're all right actually. It'll probably catch up with me in a second when I least expect it. Oh, just be grateful I don't sneeze like my grandmother used to. It was my grandmother's birthday yesterday. Those of you that follow my Facebook page will probably have seen I put a post on there. She would have been 105. And my grandmother, when she sneezed, it was like a nuclear warhead had gone off. Like, you've never heard anything like it in your life. She wasn't very big. She was about, I don't know, she was just shy of 5 feet tall, I think. But my golly, when she sneezed, it would frighten you to death. You'd jump a mile. So loud. My dad is the same as well. You know, really like, chew kind of job. I don't sneeze like that, thankfully. But yeah, she's quite funny. So I haven't been on for a while. Not chatty. I think the last one I did, I may have done a bit of music too. I can't quite remember. It's all been a bit of a blur. As most of you probably remember, I started a new job 2 weeks ago, and it's just been absolutely crazy. Good crazy, but I literally, like tonight, I came in from work, I sat down, and the other half had just lit the fire, and I just sat next thing I knew, an hour had gone, I'd been asleep. I just nodded off in the chair. It's not, I don't know why I'm tired. It's not, my job is not overly taxing. I think it's just, it's using your brain all day, isn't it? You know, it's having to think. Not that I don't think doing this, but yeah, it's just different, isn't it? So, but no, it's going really well. Everybody's lovely there, and my job is really interesting. And you'll all be fascinated to hear that one of the first things I've been asked to do is to open a charity shop. What kind of a job is that? My gosh, talk about the perfect job. I literally went in on the first day and I was talking to my new boss, and I said to her, you know, so what kind of, you know, fundraising, I work for a charity, for those who don't realise. I've been taken on to head up fundraising and generating income and stuff like that. So I'm the corporate service manager. And I said, so, you know, what kind of, you know, funding streams do you have? What kind of things have you done in the past? You know, what are you kind of, you know, working on at the moment? What projects are we doing? You know, and I came home that night, I was talking to my half about it all, and I was saying, you know, he said, oh, well, do they have a charity shop, love? And, you know, have they got a, because I mean, that's kind of a thing, you know, around here, especially if you know, if they're charities, they have a charity shop. And I said, no, they haven't. I said, you know, that's a good idea. So I did a little bit of reading up on it that night, and then I went in the next day and I said to my boss, you know, I said, oh, have you ever thought about opening a charity shop? Well, she said, it's funny you should say that. She said, just before lockdown, we were supposed to have opened one. And I was like, no way. She said, yeah. She said, and then of course, COVID hit and everything went on hold and we lost the building and one thing and another. But she said, yeah, we were really keen, and we you know, we'd be really, you know, keen to kind of get that off the ground. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've just found myself the perfect job. So I'm 2 weeks in and I'm still waiting for the estate agents to get back to me, because I've kind of found a premises that I think would be ideal. So we'll have to wait and see. But how exciting to go from spending my days trawling through charity shops to opening one. How crazy would that be? So yeah, that's been exciting. And I had a really good meeting with my team today. So we're talking about lots of new ideas and things for how we can do some fundraising for the charity, and just, you know, different things like that. And I think one of our big aims at the minute is kind of making people aware that we're there, because the charity was actually established about, I want to say, well, I think it was something like 1875, something like that. So it's been around for a long, long time in our town. But nobody knows it's there. And it's quite shocking, actually. I didn't know it was there. And I used to work down around the corner from where it's based, and I didn't know anything about it. So, yeah, that's like kind of one of our big aims and objectives at the moment, is to kind of raise the profile. And so I'm trying to get the social media and everything off the ground a bit, and trying to get us, you know, just heard about. So I've been telling them all about you guys, and, you know, our collaborations and things that we've been doing and stuff, and saying about, you know, power of the internet, and, you know, they really need to be utilising that. So they're all very excited. And I was telling them all about the A to Z challenge, and how, you know, we talk to people from all over the world with our community, with the junk journaling, and they're fascinating. And it's funny, because I suppose all of this, for me really, especially throughout lockdowns and COVID, this has kind of become the norm, you know, my friends in my screen, as I call you all. But yeah, it is, you know, me getting up and talking to people in like 9 different countries in a day is the norm for me now. I don't see anything unusual about that at all. You know, with our community with Facebook and YouTube, the world's becoming a smaller place every day, isn't it? And, you know, I think it's brilliant. But it's only when you go back out there and, you know, into like the normal day to day, and you realise how that's not the norm for everybody. And I tell you what, I'm really glad it is my norm, because I think it's great to be just only ever kind of experiencing, you know, your smaller community, that would be quite scary now, I think, and quite seclusive. So it's just great. It's just great having such a huge network of people that I now know and speak to and consider friends. On that note, I do actually have some really exciting news. This is not an official, you know, I'm not officially telling you this. I'm just gossiping about our channel really now, as I'm here and as you're here. But yeah, just like to kind of give you a heads up. We have got a really exciting project planned for next month. So watch this space. New collaborations organised, planned, in the process of sorting out, setting up. But yes, so we've got the next step from, because I know you all asked after the A to Z what you're doing next. Well, it's in the process of being put together, and we've got some really exciting people on board. Some old faces, some new faces to our collaborations, not new to you guys. You will know who they are. So yeah, we're very excited, and we've come back with a new theme, which is going to be something a little bit different, and just, you know, something fun for February, because I know it's been a bit of a miserable old January. I don't know what your weather's been like, but here it's been, sorry, I should be explaining it. You can kind of work out what I'm doing here. I'm just utilising all my scraps. I'm just trying to make it look really pretty, and I'm just adding bits here and there because I think it just looks cool. I think that, yeah, I just like this. So it's just, there is no rhyme or reason to this. It is so easy to do it, and it's really effective, I think. So you just want lots of bits of, you know, messy bits, whatever you can find, add them on. Oh, did I really just say messy bits? I didn't mean to sound like messy bits, but you know what I mean. It doesn't have to be, you know, structured, or it just needs to just look good. Just look good. A little bit shabby, a little bit untidy, but that's fine. There's nothing perfect about this project at all. It's all about using your scraps and making a really cool pocket, because I don't know if any of you noticed with my one I did earlier on, I did actually that frill was meant to be on the bottom, and I turned when I was using the sewing machine and was talking to somebody behind me, and I turned the thing up right afterwards. I'm like, oh my word, that was meant to have been stitched there. So, but it doesn't matter. I think it looks cool. I certainly wasn't going to throw it away. It looks awesome. So there we go. So yeah, it's literally just, if you like it, stick it down. So I'm obviously not going to just leave all this stuck together with oohoo. I am going to be stitching in a moment, but I'm just kind of auditioning pieces and thinking, does that look good there? And it kind of just holds everything in place enough to get it over to the sewing machine then. So yeah, I don't know what I was saying then. Oh, I was telling you all about the collaboration, wasn't I? Yes. So stay tuned. Keep checking out our posts. I honestly can't tell you at the moment off the top of my head when our videos will be going up right now, because it's literally when I get a second. Obviously I go to work all day. I'm actually out, well, I'm the second last person to return to the house. So by the time I get home of an evening, you know, there are already 3 people in my house. Trying to do a quiet video then is not always achievable. That's why I did a few the way that I did them last week. So yeah, it's just trying to get the tutorials on for you all so that you keep coming back to watch, but it's just not always going to be possible in the way that I've done it before. So please bear with us. We will get into our stride, but don't forget now, I've just given you a heads up, new collaboration now next month. So oh, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. I've had a couple of late nights on the weekend, just sending lots of emails and messages out to various individuals. I'm not spoiling any surprises. You'll have to watch the launch video. But the project will launch on the, where are we now? Where's my calendar? On the 31st of January, there'll be a launch video. So please don't miss it. And I may give you a little teaser before then. So come back, check it out. We've also got a new kit coming out soon. That was completed yesterday. I'm really pleased with it, so I hope you'll like that as well. I just got a couple of pockets to finish. I was working on those last night. And then once they're done, then we'll get that up. I don't know if you've had chance to check out what the design team have been up to this month. Of course, we've got some new design team members as well. Following on from the A to Z, we took on, I want to say 3, but I'm terrified now that I might have forgotten somebody. So yeah, we took on Rose, Mandy and Ellie. I hope I haven't missed anybody out there now. If I have missed a name out, please forgive me. I'm just like trying to collate information there and everything now. I am panicking. I don't think it was another one, was there? I don't think so. But they've been working away really busily and have created some amazing projects. So make sure you check out all of the design team. I'll put all their links in the video below because we need to have a launch video for them. And I will get that up. But yeah, we've been really busy. And I know Bella hasn't stopped. She's been keeping the shop stocked and working on all of the beautiful fabric packs. She asked me to make that lovely snowdrop kit for her at the beginning of the month, which I did. And bless her heart, she hasn't had a moment to sit and do anything because she's been so busy doing orders and just getting new bits and pieces ready for the shop. I know she's been doing the quilt packs again because we had a bit of a run on those. So yeah, it's just been really busy. So I'm sorry we haven't been about much, but that's kind of like where it's been at. And like I say, settling into my new job, and oh, I'm gonna pop that on there because I love that. That was, you know, that's kind of keeping me out of trouble, should we say? But I haven't finished my journal yet, so I need to get that done. And I got my own design team project to do, so I need to get that done. And I've got like ideas for kits kind of just falling out of my head, so I'm trying to get that done as quick as I can, because otherwise if I don't do it instantly I forget, and that's no good. Right, I'm going to nip over to the machine now. I am going to first of all stitch all around the edge, and then I'm going to stitch across the seam there and across the seam there, and then I'm going to stitch around the outside of this card and well, around the top especially, and then fix that into place. And then I'm going to put the pocket together and stitch down the side here as well. And when I've done all that, I will be straight back. Okay, so there we go, that's all of the stitching done. I've literally gone around the top here, across the top there, just to pretty much hold everything in place. Stitched all down the back. I've left this bit loose. The only thing I did do was catch that there, so I'm just going to try and trim that a second, because I caught that there on the stitch and I want it to kind of hang loose. There we go, that's better. So we've got a few little trailing ends. Let's just cut those back a minute. We don't need too many. A few is nice, but we don't necessarily want them everywhere, do we? Okay, so the last thing that I need to do now is just to put my little word on there. So I've just stitched around that to make it feel a bit more, you know, 3D, whatever the term is. And there we are, as simple as that. So there we go, we've got 2 lovely little material and lace pockets there that are really vintage, and we've got ourselves a nice little pocket in the front of there, and then a nice big pocket in the front of there as well. Lots of scrap material, and all that has been made just using a leaflet from a holiday. And that's ready now to either stick into the journal, and I can use it as a pocket like that, or I can just pop it into a big pocket, whichever. But there we are. So have a go, put some pictures up, show me what you've all been doing. Before I go as well, I just wanted to remind you not to forget that we are running a collaboration on Instagram this month called Hope and Joy 2022. If you type the hashtag in, it'll bring up all of the fabulous posts that have been put up this month. We have over 50, I want to say, people contributing, bringing you images of joy and hope to cheer up your January. So please go and support them and their Instagram pages. Literally just go to Instagram, hashtag Hope and Joy, the word and 2022, and you'll see the whole page will come up with all the brilliant things that they've all been making. So if you want to go and check that out. Other than that, have a great day, and I will be back with you all very soon. Take care now. Bye.